Hello all. Let's check out another mod in a Space Engineer's Spotlight. Okay, here we go. This is one I'm looking forward to in my Let's Play series once we get our large ship off the ground and we start getting production queues going. Uh, automated inventory sorting system. This one is pretty cool. It's simple and complex all at the same time. It's as simple as you want to make it or as complex as you want to make it. So with that, I actually have the Steam Workshop open on one of my other monitors, so I can refer to it as we go over this. Okay, so with some magic, auto magica, and here we are. I've built this as a small test example. It's gonna climb out here. So what we got here is, you'll notice that we are back in creative mode. I had to do some finagling, but we're back. All the same. Auto Magica. So we have a hopper. We're going to fill that. And we have conveyor tubes, 2 large containers and 2 small containers. I have an inventory with 4 different ores. So if I do this correctly, we will get a container with only its desired ore in it. So we're going to come in here and we're going to go to medium meat. That's medical room. That's not a medium container. Small cargo container. Show on HUD. Does that work? It does not. By me, please. Yes. Share with all. Thank you. Okay, so let's grab all you guys. Cargio. There we go. So that's that. We'll share all those. Show on HUD to turn to on. I think it's because we don't have an antenna. I think that's why. There we go. Hi guys. So then we're going to come back in here. Small cargo container is that one. So we'll start on the right. Large cargo container. And you. We're going to call you LC. Really hate that shift N doesn't work as you intend it to. For LC for a large cargo container. And then in theory, we're going to call you Gold. We're going to call you LC as well. Then we're going to call you Stone. I don't remember what the other 2 things were. I think the other one was nickel. And I think we're just going to call you this and see what happens. We're not going to name him at all. He should get the 4th ore we have left over. If I did this right. So they're labeled as such. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're going to come over here. Go to our inventory. Stone, drop. Nickel, drop. Gold, drop. Magnesium was the other one. Okay. So, interesting. What'll happen if we drop the gun? Okay. So if I've done this right, which I hope I have, this will be stone. Ta-da! There we go. So gold got more than just gold. Nickel did get nickel. So magnesium should have went to the other one. Not quite sure why. But yeah, this is in effect how it does work. You can put exceptions. I mean, you can make this really, really long. You can name these as complexly as you want. You could type in like so, or. So this one here will only take ore, any raw material. You can type in ingots, and it'll only, if I spelled it correctly, it'll only take in ingots. It will not take in ore. It will not take in items. It'll just do ingots. You can do let's see here. This is an example that he has, and you can do it like this. It will only take in 100 steel plates. That's it. So if you have a specific assembler that's hogging all the iron, you can limit how much iron he can take in. So you could do this. So that one that one assembler is only going to take in 100 units of iron, and that's pretty cool. You can specify specific things. You can, like I said, make exceptions. Let's see here. I'm looking through his text examples. Okay. So instead of putting a quantity, you can do this. Ignore. And so it will, if this was an assembler or even a container, you can tell it to do ore. Ignore iron, I should say. So then you could also do this. Ore, comma. So basically, I want this cargo container to take in all the ore it finds except iron. And then put a comma after this, and then you can put gold. I only want 50 in here of gold. So in theory, if you drop anything more than 50 gold in here, it shouldn't take it. So let's test that theory, shall we? So let's find our gold. I missed. There we go. Gold. So we have 100 gold. All right. So we'll break the chains. So, but where would it go? I got an idea. So what we'll do is we'll change this guy here to say 50 gold as well, and we'll see if it'll split them. So gold 50. Right. And now to put that back. This is why I'm also decided to go back into creative mode, because being able to do stuff like that on the fly does make it a lot easier. Gold. Drop. So in theory, we're going to come down here and there should be 50 gold in each of these. 50 gold here. 50 gold there. So that's an example of how this works. Like I said, you can make this as complicated or as simplistic as you need it to be, or don't want it to be. I mean, it's entirely up to you. So you can quite literally just make one container for each ore. The bonus is if you look in our Let's Play, we have like 4 refineries right now. We're talking about adding some more. We haven't really gotten to that point yet. But if we do, you can make one refinery refine only one kind of ore, or only hold one specific amount of ore. How many times have you gone into your refinery and it'd be completely just clogged with one type of ore? It's got like 50,000 units of a specific ore. So if you put 1,000 limit cap on specific ores as you name this, so refinery gold. So we can come in here, control panel, refinery gold. Sorry, dude. I don't want you doing more than 1,000 of gold. Well, I didn't need to copy that, but platinum? Nah, you're not doing more than 500. Have you guys seen how platinum refines? Stuff takes forever. So what'll end up happening is when you name your refineries like this, when more gets dropped in there, oh, but you can't override. You can just manually drop them in. You can, when, let's say it says, oh, he just added 1,000 units of gold. It'll drop 1,000 units in, and then it'll do platinum, and then it'll do gold. It should drop them in systematically. I've not tested that fully, but you can also prioritize. Right now, another thing that it's really bothersome is you'll have 4 refineries on your ship or a base, and only the first one in the chain will get filled up. It might overfill to the next one, and it might overfill to the one after that. That's if you have, like, to get to the 3rd refinery, we need, what, 80,000 units? I mean, the amount of volume that these things hold is like 40,000. So to get to your 3rd refinery is a tremendous amount of ore. So you can prioritize them. That's by also putting the amount caps. That's another great way to force the other refineries to grab some and daisy chain them. But let's see here. Priority. You can put specific ones to have a higher priority over others. So if we come in here, so then we can do gold, right? Like this, comma, gold. Is priority 1. So it will automatically grab gold and put it at the front of your queue. And then you can prioritize all your ores. The same thing will go with production as well. If you do this on assemblers, it'll do it for assemblers also. So this is a 30,000 feet synopsis view of the inventory sorting system. This is by Tyrsis. I haven't named this time because I actually have his Steam page open and reading the description on how to type in these commands. Yeah, so, oh yeah, I'll do another one. I just saw here at the bottom as I was getting ready to close out. Let's say you're gonna have a storage container, so we'll do it over here. We're not actually gonna do it, but we're gonna do it from an actual storage container. So let's say we only want this to be, components, right? But not only can you do that, I don't want to have any more than 100 of any one component in this container. Then you turn around, you do this. Steel plate. Override. All one word. Because it's gonna, if you put spaces in, I guarantee you it's gonna try to do some pretty funny things. And then you can put any amount in here. In this cargo container, I want 1,000 steel plates, but anything else, I only want 100. So this is gonna be really cool, is because large steel tubes, tremendous amount of volume for a large steel tube. But you don't need as many of them, so you're going to want to put an override for steel tubes. I want large steel tubes. I want that to be set at 5. Or, you know, if you're doing a welding ship like we have the Scorpion in our Let's Play, you can put this on the connector. And so when you're bringing components in, you can have it to automatically suck components out of something like the Maelstrom. So when it docks with the Maelstrom, I want it to just draw in all the components it can. And so I can set the connector to automatically draw and the containers on the Maelstrom to grab X amount of components. I can label every single one of the welders on the Maelstrom to pull in 1,000 steel plates or 5,000 steel plates. And that's a great way to guarantee every time I dock, I'm going to get, how many we have? We got 54. We have 8 welders on that thing. So 8 times 5. We're going to get 40,000 steel plates every time we dock. That would be a great way to do that. By the way, in one of our other Let's Plays, we were doing the Sage Thruster, and we went flying past the base. I thought we missed. We didn't miss. We just shot clean through it. So, yeah, good times. I'm going to leave this here, a little bit of battle damage. I also added some solar panels here for our testing purposes. And until otherwise, I guess we can leave this up and running as well. Who knows? We might need some for some other type of test. So that's it for now. Like I said below, we are going to leave, or like I said before, not below. We're going to leave the link to the Steam page for Tyris's automated inventory sorting system. Like I said, it's pretty wicked, and I haven't really used it yet. This is the most in-depth use I've done for it. So, all right, that's it. Like and comment below. See what kind of complicated things you guys can recommend we try to do with it, or I just hearing your ideas in general. So like, comment, subscribe. You know the YouTube drill. Later.